It's the time of day for fishing. Tackle packed, I'm on my way. Driving down these country roads with the sunset's golden ray. Destination's yet a mystery, but my heart's where the water flows. Hoping for a smashing mark where the school of silver glows. Will it be a sorry blank or fishes by the cast? Chucking out a 5-ounce lid, smooth hound big and fast. The evening breeze is calling with the tales that will begin. For cod bites, fishing adventures, it's time to reel one in.
Well, good afternoon, welcome to another edition of Cod Bites Fishing Adventures. We're back at my favourite home, the Makro, looking for a cheeky cod early on in the season. With the fart machine Danny, who's just having a smoke at the moment, sat in his car shaking, left his rod out though. One of us has already had a whiting, but I didn't get it on camera, it wasn't me, so I'm not bothered. I've got one rod out, Sonic Black, Safe Blaster 3, 8000 and 100 pound braid, 6 ounce lead, 3 up flapper, all on ragworm at the moment, fresh ragworm. Hoping for a quick fish, but I'll be here while about, I don't know, maybe 8 o'clock, something like that, 9 o'clock, I don't know what time I'm going to go. Depends how the fishing goes. We've got a nice shot of the Humber bridge over there. You probably get the sunset later because it will go over that bridge. And it's looking nice, a lot better than yesterday. Great views. So I'll leave you on the rod for a couple of minutes and then we'll get the camp set up. I have been here about half an hour like, but I've just been sorting things out, having a quick natter, stuff like that. I have a cast, I did get one cast, got stuck, got it in. A few Canada geese there, look. Flying off to probably Canada for the winter like. Right, we'll take a break for now then. If I get any action on this rod, I'll be back and I'll show you the action. Right, I'm back. Move my rod a little bit. Not had much luck really, no bites at the moment. It's hard tide in about 50 minutes. You know, I might be flogging a dead horse, I don't know, but you know, I've only come out to get rid of the extra rag that I had from last night fishing Paull in the Storm Amory. You know, I might be lucky and get 2 or 3 fish, so you know, I'm not that bothered if I get some fish like. But you know, it's nice to be out again, I suppose. Wind's a lot lighter today, it's still blowing a good 20 mile an hour, but it's a lot calmer, the sea's a lot calmer. There's a lot of pull though to the right. I have been caught twice stuck. I managed to get it out like, but you do tend to get stuck here a bit anyway. So it's now, you know, that's not par for the course like. I think there's a match on further up near Makro building. There's quite a lot of fishing down there. Somebody said there's a match on, so you know, hence why I'm at this end, but I would have fished this end anyway. But I just thought I'd let you know what was going on like. I say as soon as I get any action, I'll be right back on that the rod. So I'll see you in a tick. Right, we're back fellas, time's just turned. Just on the way out now. It is about 6:15, something like that, 20 past 6. I'll let you know, I'll find out. There you go. 1817. Sunday the 5th of October. So we're at Makro, as you know. My favourite spot. I've had a couple of bites, but not serious. Not got a fish. My lad's mate caught one first cast and then went home. Because he doesn't really fish, he just threw a spare rod out. Just one of them lucky casts. So I've had a couple of bites, but now came in. Look at the moon. Probably see the moon over there, look. Let me just move this camera because I did wedge it. Because it was real windy, but
I like moon.
You see the moon in the distance there. Full moon as well.
Yep.
So it's getting really dusky now, as you can see, really dusky. But the wind has dropped a little bit, but I've still got to be careful with my camera because it has blown over. I think I will get a fish. Usually fish is better on the way out anyway, as we know. So I'll probably end up dropping the camera down at a little a notch and get it below the wall level, and then it won't blow so much. But so I only come out today to get rid of the rest of that ragworm. Although I ain't caught a thing on it, you know, I've never been lucky on ragworm. Just one of them things, I suppose. I'm going to keep this short and sweet anyway. I don't want to be.
I've got nothing.
I don't want to be making the video really long if there's no happening. I just thought I'd come back and let you know what's going on. And in the meantime, if I do get a fish, obviously I'll be straight back on and showing you the proceeds of my winding in. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, just cast back out. Tide's going out now. I've got sand eel and squid and black lug and squid on now, on, you know, different on each hook, like cocktails. And get a moon now, look, the moon. There's the Humber bridge up there. Awesome, look awesome. But hopefully I might get a bite before I go, or a fish. I'll fish for as long as I can. It doesn't look like it's going to rain, but obviously if it did, I'd be gone. I ain't brought no wet gear because you know, I was going to fish while it was dry, kind of thing. I only came to get rid of them ragworms, as I said, because obviously I didn't want to throw them. So you know, it's just an extra session. Whether it ends up on a video on my channel or not is another matter. I might just stick it into the archives for, you know, sometime when it's blowing a holy and big storms and you can't get out anywhere. But who knows? I need one of them for videos. So I ain't got any to in spare, so hence why they're going up the day I'm making them. So I don't need a few spares anyway, just for them such occasions. Because you know what winter's like, you can get some good sessions in, and then you can't fish for a bloody long while because it's storms moving and stuff. It's a big season, that snowing and whatever. So you know, you get out when you can. But it was hilarious last night on Paull car park because them waves coming off the van and such. It was hilarious, really, especially when I got saturated by one. But it's all good fun, isn't it? So I thought I'd come out today and so get rid of the rest of them worms and you know, try having a more enjoyable session. There's been a match going on at the end. I don't know whether they've caught out, but somebody walked down and said that they'd had a few whiting out, but I don't know how many of these fishing, but there was a hell of a lot of cars down there, so, you know, we don't know. But I'm sure we'll find out as the time goes on, because they've started to drift off now. So anyway, I'll disappear for now. I'm making this short and sweet, so I'll be back very shortly. Just brought you back because I just had a little knock. See if it develops. Could have been crabs, I don't know, but it wasn't massive. It was just it's definitely a bite leak. That moon now, lovely moon that. Gorgeous. Right. Yeah, that was definitely a bite of some description. We definitely need a fish, don't we, fellas? Always makes it worthwhile when you get a fish. My lights are in the van, so If it gets dark I won't be able to bloody film. So I'm only going to film the daylight. Obviously if I get a fish I can show you it on camera with my intro light and outro light. I'd have thought we'd have seen quite a few flatties by now at this time of year. I was looking at my past videos yesterday, and I did Halloween night, and I know it's only 3 weeks away, so, and I had loads of flatties that night, and some whiting. So you know, there was plenty of fish in the river then. It's just a bit hit and miss at our side at the moment. There's not much coming over. They're probably all on the south bank, nearer the mouth of the river. Obviously, if I stuck to sticking fishing flatties, I'd put smaller hooks on. You know, 2 oars or something like that with very small baits, probably fishy baits. But I'm trying to keep it sort of medium-ish size bait because I want to try and get a cod if there is any about, or a bass. I mean, there'd be odd straight one about somewhere, and there always is. We'll be sniffing around for food now, storing the food for the swim back out to sea before they have to come back in again. I'm trying to keep these videos short and sweet when there's not a lot of fish in them. You know, you don't be watching an hour video if there's not in it. I know it's the same effort, you know, for no return, like, but it's a long drawn out video if there's not in it, so I'm going to keep them short and sweet. Obviously if I started catching fish it'd develop into a bit of longer video, like. There's a lot of geese flying by. You can actually see them tonight. You can usually hear them but not see them. That moon's getting bigger. Look at that. Awesome. Lovely moon, no, that. Looks like a full moon. Well, about 90% of it, 95%. Well, that didn't develop into anything. I've had a few little, you know, picks around my rod, my hook like, but nothing. It was a bit like this last time I was here, wasn't it? And then I got a few fish near the end. Maybe it's going to be one of them again. As soon as it starts getting dark, you start getting bites. Oh, there you go, I've got one there. You can definitely see that, can't you? Definitely a good bite, that. hope he's still there. Come on, fishy. Looked like he was a decent sized fish there. Just shows you, doesn't it? I mean, lovely bite that. It didn't develop at all. I'll leave you on it for a few minutes though, because it might still be there. I put my rod tip light on in a minute. When I bring it back in and cast it out. Must have been crab or something like that. Yeah, such a shame about that. Right, I'll knock off for now, lads, and I'll come back if it goes again. Yeah, fellas, just got this one. There we go, waiting. It's not a big one, but it's about 26 centimetres or so. It's a fish though.
Yep.
We'll get him back.
I'm with 1 minute.
Right, we'll get him back, and we might start getting fish in now. So, right, I'm just on the phone, fellas. I just thought I'd come in and show you that fish, and I need to get my lights out, but just on the phone with my grandson, so I'll be back in a minute when I've sorted this rods out and that. Right, we're back. Nice to get a fish anyway and get off the mark. I know it was only whiting, but it was a fish. And this happened the other night as well, exactly, late on in the session, but you know, I might stay a bit longer now. Now I've got a fish, I might stay a bit longer and see if I can get 3 or 4, like. But I'm going to turn the mic around, turn the camera around. You should be able to see the rods now, because I've lit it up. Been to the van, got the lights. So hopefully we'll get some fishes. Danny's fell asleep in his chair, so he can stay there. I'll keep an eye on his rod. I don't think he got a lot of kip last night. So I'll just keep an eye on his rod, because I've only got 1 rod out, innit? So basically I'll be fishing both, because he's asleep. So I'll move his over here in a minute so I can keep an eye on them both. But I mean, it's at the end of the day, we've had a fish. We're off the mark. Anything else now is some good bonuses. Got some nice squid and black on there. And it seems to be holding up in the tide, even though it looks like it's rushing through, but it's not. But it does look like it's absolutely rushing through. I had a few nibbles on my rod, but now it's spectacular. I'll be glad in the next couple of weeks when I come out and the river will be full of fish. Because I ain't seen no bloody flatties either. This time, as I say, this time last year I was pulling flatties out, and I haven't even seen any. And I've got some nice flatty baits on there, so. Very strange it is, very strange. I think everything's been strange the last couple of years, to be fair. We've had strange everything, haven't we? It has got a bit chilly though. I've had to put my hood up a little bit. I'm on 2 coats as well now. You can tell bloody winter's moving in. My hands are getting a bit cold, but they're not like ice cold, so you know, they're manageable. Won't be long before I get my new hand warmers out and try them out. I actually got them last Christmas and never used them. But I'll certainly use them this year. See, I might actually take a week off after this and just let the river settle down a bit. Because it's been really tight with fish, especially on our side. You know, I've heard of people catching 10 or 12 fish, like, and obviously that's nearer the mouth of the river. I don't think they've ventured that far down in the numbers yet. A lot of banging going on. I know there's some fireworks going off, but there's somebody Paull driving on the south bank. Maybe they're putting a new warehouse building up or something, I don't know, but it's been thumping all day. Believe it or not, I've only seen one person pass all afternoon. And usually it's every 2 seconds that you're having to move your gear. I don't think anybody's acclimatised to this colder weather yet. Well, I'm going to pull this in a minute and put some fresher bait on it, because I think it's the best time of the tide now. Usually at this time, as the tide starts going out, you start getting some better bites, don't you? So I'll let you see me pulling that in anyway. See if I'm not stuck. You know, probably will be. Knowing my luck, I will be stuck. Let's have a look then. There won't be an out on it though, because I ain't had no bite on this bit when I've last cast it out. Nah, bait's still there though. Might swap my baits though. Seems to be untouched them. Right, I'm definitely going to take a little break then. I've got my gear in, there's an out on it. I'm going to rebait it up and I'll cast it out and we'll give it 5 or 10 minutes. We'll come back and see if we've got anywhere. Well, I'm back. I'm now fishing both rods as Danny's fell asleep in his chair, so I've moved his rod to me. Left him there snoring his little head off. Obviously didn't get no sleep last night. You probably won't be able to see his rod because he's got no rod tip on it. Rod tip light on it. But I can see it, that's the main thing. Only one fish to show for our little trouble up to now. I've had a few bites, don't get me wrong, but only one fish to show. It is now 7:45 on Sunday the 5th of October. And it's actually got beautiful out there. There's hardly any wind left now, maybe, I don't know, 5 miles an hour if that. It's flattening out there. Tide's been going out about nigh on 2 hours now. It's not really whistling through because it's holding. So, you know, there's no problem holding it in the holding bottom. You can see Danny's rod there. Just light it up for you. And there's mine. And you can see the land probably. And it's holding perfectly. Obviously Danny's rod's bouncing a little more than mine because it's the Sonic Vader he's using, and it's got a lighter tip on it. Mine doesn't tend to bounce as much. But I mean, it's highly fishable now. It's, you know, conditions are fab now. It's got really cool as well. It's I've had to put another coat on because I'm really chilly. But I know, all in all, it's not been a bad day really. You know, up to now. It's you know, this sort of fish to show for it. One's better than none, innit? It's better than a blank. I mean, I've seen the catch reports from last night and yesterday, and there was, you know, 99% of them was just rubbish, unfishable, a lot of it. A lot of weed coming in, just the odd whiting. So it's not, you know, it's not just the river, it's everywhere. That storm didn't do us any favours. Maybe after it's settled down for a couple of days and everything's calmed off, then we might see a few more fish being caught in numbers on the beaches and that. But knowing my luck, I'll get home and I'll look on the reports, and the South Bank will have been pulling them in one after another, because, you know, especially near the estuary end of it, you know, where it opens up the mouth of the river. Obviously it's going to be fishing a lot better there, around the Cleethorpes, Grimsby area, Stally Wall, places like that, Red Cross, Goxhill, all around there will be fishing probably well. But we're always the last to get them. But when we do get them, we do get some nice fish. So, you know, it's a waiting game. And I'm just a boy that can wait, because it doesn't bother me, you know. I'll just turn up, and whether I catch out or not, I'm still going to turn up. We are on the hunt for, obviously, cod. I'm not calling this a cod hunt video, because this was a spare of the moment thing. You know, I came out to get rid of that ragworm, so, you know, this wasn't planned. So it's just a session at Makro. But, who knows, it might turn out to be a fantastic session, yeah. Look at that moon, awesome. It's worth coming out just for that, look at that. So it's almost werewolf territory around here over there. But yeah, the rods are pretty quiet. Oh, that fish what I pulled in, by the way, just before I got it, I was telling you on the camera that I'd had a few good bites on it, and now it come of it. Well, obviously it was that when I reeled it in, it was there. You know, it must have just must have had a good nibble and chewed on it and not moved. So I did know it was on when I was pulling it in, because I could feel it. But strange really, isn't it? Usually them whiting just wriggle and wriggle, don't they? But yeah, this is probably just going to I'll probably save this video for some time when I can't get one out. You know, I know there's a fish in it and all that, but unless it turns out something spectacular, like, I've still got an hour and a half or so to fish, so I'll probably go home about maybe, I don't know, 9:30 or something. I'll let the tide go at least halfway down. I'm not fishing it all the way down, like, but I let it go halfway down and see what comes of it. So I'll be back when them rods start rattling. So let me have a look. It's been doing this quite a lot though, and it hasn't been a bite, so I'll get the big light on just in case it is a fish. Because if it's a big fish, I want to see it, don't we? I don't know, I think it has drifted. I think it's just drift. Yeah, I think it's drifted. It's pulled right round now, that. I don't think I'll pull it in. When they start drifting like that and rolling, your lead starts rolling with the outside. It does look like it's a bite. But I'm not going to pull something in and I don't think it's a bite because it's silly. And it's only been out there about 7 or 8 minutes, so probably the legs just give. I'll keep an eye on it anyway. The last time I pulled in, which is about 10 minutes ago, it was a lot of weed and the old bits of paper and plastic and stuff that you usually get. Look at that lovely moon now, look. Beautiful, innit? Like a smoky moon. Do you know, it does look like a bloody bite. Yeah, that's a bite, that. It's coming in, this fellas. That is definitely a bite. Yeah, it was definitely a bite, that. I saw that bite. If it is, it'll probably be a whiting, like. Hell of a lot of pull though. Nope, no fish, but it definitely was a bite. Well, I can go back out because I'd say it's only been out there about 10 minutes and had a lovely fresh bait on it. Which one's it been at? Been at that one. So I've got lovely juicy bait on it, so I couldn't resist it any longer, but I saw that last bit and it was a definitely a bite motion, so I'll just get it back out. Simple. I mean, it is the time of tide when you usually catch them anyway. Usually around this time, about an hour down or so. Won't go out so far this time because I think I knocked it too far. Should have just knocked it about that distance. I don't think it'd have moved so far. Oh, well, it was a bit of excitement, wasn't it? At the end of the day, we've had excitement. That's all that matters. By the light of the silvery moon. It's like fishing on my own because Danny's just snoring away in his chair. So it's like having a solo session. Oh, I was dying for that drink. Yeah, it's a strange river in the last week or so, this. But I suspect there'll be a lot of shrapnel in there after all them storms we had. Sure, it'll be making its way into the river at some point. Get the odd island floating by and mattress and 3-piece suite. You know, as usual. Right, I'll disappear for now. I just thought I'd bring you on because it got a bit exciting. And I'll be back if there's any movement. Right guys, it's come to that time of night when it's time to wrap up. I was going to stay a bit longer, but I just pulled both rods in, and as you can see. And there was the most horriblest weed you've ever seen on it. It was about 9 metres long on both rods, and it's just took me over half an hour to get it off. Basically, bits of plastic, bits of bloody tree, all sorts, all wrapped around it. Took me ages to reel them in because of the weight. So I'm going to call it a day. It's been all right. I've had a few bites. Danny lasted about half an hour, and then he fell asleep. So I fished with his rod as well. I'm just putting both rods away at the moment, so you know, not else I can do really. But I've enjoyed it. It's another video to the collection. I've had a fish, had a bit more bite action, so you know, things might be looking up, we don't know. But until next time from me, from a very mild macro, Sunday I do believe, is it the 5th? Well, I think it is the 5th of October. I'll see you in about maybe 10 days. I'm going to wait till all fair's finished, or halfway through it, and then I'll come out and do a session. But I'm going to wait a little bit until I see some fish coming out. But until then, from me, it's a very pleasant and mild good night.